I was working on a laptop and it had some severe overheating issues. Of course, I ran out of thermal paste. I typically use Arctic MX4, Thermal Grizzly. Noxura has some really good one that I've used. So those are my 2 or 3 go-tos. I've been using this a lot and I've actually enjoyed it. So pretty good thermal paste. Ran out, had to get that laptop going. Customer was going to be here like within less than an hour. So decided to go to the local Best Buy and pick up Corsair XTM50. I went, took the laptop apart, put the fresh thermal paste in there, and my temperatures got worse. That's right. And I wish I would have recorded that aspect of the before and after, but pretty much, I mean, on idle, the laptop was sitting at like 70 degrees, and it drove me nuts. So I was like, okay, first thinking that I didn't have good coverage, I didn't apply it right. I went ahead, took apart the laptop, and the coverage seemed okay. Went ahead, put the thermal paste in there again, did it again, and 70 degrees. Crap. Needless to say, called the customer, told him about the delay, went to Amazon, and I got my Arctic MX4. Put the Arctic MX4 in there, did the same application that I did. Sure enough, my temperatures went down to from 70 to 40 degrees on idle, which I know is insane. And it blew my mind, and I kept on thinking I had to have been applying this wrong, but I just want to show you something that with this Corsair XTM50 that I think may have been the issue. So let's go ahead and put the camera down here real quick. Let's get this in an angle. We're going to go ahead and we're going to open this up. All right. And let's see if it does it again this time. So this is going to be my makeshift CPU die. Okay, let's see if we get that right in there. This is my makeshift CPU die. Yeah, it's just 2 flat surfaces and we can smush them together. Heatsink, CPU, just to kind of simulate. So let's go ahead and let's apply this like we would normally would. And I don't know if the camera catches that or does it justice, but it's very watery over there. Okay, so I'll go ahead. We'll do as if we're applying it to a CPU and squeeze it down. Let's pull it up. Look at that. It did not smear properly. Yeah, this is kind of blowing my mind. It did not smear properly. So if you look over here, and I apologize for the poor camera. Let's see if I can get something to kind of point it with. If you look right over here, there's really nothing. All the most coverage happened over here, and there's not full coverage over here. And this is exactly what happened on that laptop. Now, if you look at the other side, kind of the same thing. On the right over here where my thumb is, it just has a very light, if any, film, and it just kind of stuck right over there. So that was kind of disappointing, and that was the reason why this thing kept on overheating. So when I did my reapplication twice, it did the same thing. Normally just put a dab, little pea drop, smush it, no issues. Okay, I've always done it that way. I mean, some people apply it different ways, and it's fine, whatever. But that one didn't work that way too much. So let's go to my Arctic MX4, and I kind of hate to waste it, but I thought it would be an interesting video for anybody who buys this Corsair stuff. All right, this is another one I have. So now we've cleaned the surface up. Let's just get a little cleaner. All right. Now let's pop a little dab right over here, just like we did. See, now this one comes out nice and creamy and pasty. It's about the same much. I mean, this is not the best scientifical way to do it. But as you can see, this one is nice and pasty and a little more creamy. I like it better. So let's go ahead and let's pretend that heatsink, CPU die, or vice versa. Let's go ahead and smush them together. And now let's pull it off. Now look at that coverage. That has a lot better coverage. It's smeared out a lot better. It's a lot more even, and it's all over the place. Okay, this smears a lot better. This one just kind of goes where it wants. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. All I know is that when I put this stuff back in, my temperatures went down 30 degrees. This one was really watery, like a liquid base, and yeah, it caused a lot of heat issues. And I've never used theirs, and you know, complete waste, complete junk. So, but this one, better coverage, better spread, complete junk, no coverage, no spread. So yeah, just want to share that with you, my honest opinion. If you need thermal paste, do not go with this Corsair stuff. It's more headache than what it's worth. Taking apart a laptop is not fun, especially having to do it twice and even thrice is definitely not fun. So I don't recommend this. Use what you want to use, but I definitely don't recommend this stuff. So Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Inputs, thoughts, suggestions, maybe something that I might have done wrong or missed. But yeah, this stuff, like I said, I've tried it 3, 4, 5 different times. I even tried it on a CPU that my test bench computer had lying around, and I still ran into the same issues with this, and it just doesn't spread, and it's real watery. So maybe I got a bad tube. Don't know. Just let me know below. So thanks for watching, and we'll see what we come up with next.